Hi guys, Erica here. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare the border around your lawn transformation. Now this is my side yard. This is what you don't want to do. I did not prepare the ground whatsoever. The mulch layer became too high and started spilling over to the sidewalk, so I had to add edging. I don't think this looks very good, and there's definitely a better way of doing this, which I'm going to show you in this video. Let's go. So this is a general idea of what we're doing in this video. This particular clip doesn't show a finished product. I'm like almost halfway through this section. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow us to have a thicker mulch layer without it overflowing onto the concrete so that it looks nice and sharp and doesn't create a huge mess. You'll need a few items to complete this project. You'll need some gloves, shovels, and a wheelbarrow to haul away dirt. I have a couple of different shovels that I use. I have this one here with a point. I have one in the background with a flatter edge. I don't end up actually using this in this particular video. I don't know why. I think I completely forgot it existed, but it works really well for having a flat, like a flat line against the walkway. And then I also have a smaller shovel that I use, and it's really handy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make the soil easier to work with. I have really tough soil here. It's really, really hard. There's no way I could work with it if I don't soften it up. And that's what I'm trying to do here. As you can tell, I've already wet the soil down previously. And what I'm doing now is I'm making cuts into the ground to help the water infiltrate a little bit deeper. I'm going to go back over with the hose and try to soften the soil up further. Alright, so the soil isn't as soft as I need it to be, so I'm actually going to do the same exact thing on this end and then just hose it down and hope that it is soft enough to work with. Alright, so I've let the water sit for a little bit. It's infiltrated, hopefully deep enough for me to use. There we go, yep. So it's much easier to work with now. Now you'll see in the background, I'm going to bring it up closer, but this is what I'm using as a wheelbarrow. Like I said, just use what you have. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're using this like foldable cart that we used to use for the beach, and honestly it works just fine. I'm going to have to figure out a way to wash it, but it's been holding up pretty well for us. Alright, so now it's time to dig. So you're going to want your trench to be about a foot wide, and you want it to gradually decrease to a depth of 3 inches. And the reason why I say a gradual decrease and why I say a foot is because if you do it shorter, it's going to look less natural. It's definitely going to look like you dug a trench and filled it with mulch. So if you do a foot, it'll look a little more natural. It won't look like you just, dug a straight up hole. Alright, so I skipped a bunch of the footage because it was super boring. So this is the shovel I mentioned earlier. The shovel's really good for getting the dirt off of the pathways. Now, it's really important to do this if you're doing this up against like some kind of concrete, because when you put the cardboard down, you want the cardboard to be flush with the walkway. If you don't have it, flush, it's going to allow sunlight to penetrate the soil, and when that happens, the weeds are able to find their way up. I don't know how they do it, guys. Like they have like this great will to live, and they will weave through cardboard, and they will find a way to survive. So it's pretty important to do that so you don't have a weed problem along the edge of your walkway. Okay, so I'm basically done, at least for this video. I'm actually going to continue going down the hill to finish off this nice little driveway that I have here. I do want to mention water catchment. Whenever you're transitioning like your lawn to a sustainable landscape, you want to think about how to keep water on your property and how to keep it from going into the wastewater system. Our particular neighborhood, a lot of people have water going into the streets, and it actually floods just down the road a little bit. So it would definitely benefit our neighborhood if we kept more water on our landscape. Now I've integrated this little trench here with our water catchment system. I will do a whole video on it because it is so important. And there's also some safety things that go along with it. For example, you don't want to make like some kind of flash flood situation or like a mudslide problem. I don't know. So you definitely want to think about your particular situation and how to avoid any safety issues. And you can integrate this trench that you've already dug into some kind of water catchment system. So that's it for this video. I'm pretty much done with this section of the yard. The next step here is to do some sheet mulching, which I will do a video on shortly. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you do have any questions regarding this process, let me know down in the comments section below, or if you have any like questions that you want me to do a video on, yeah, just go ahead and let me know down in the comment section. And I hope this helped you at least a little bit, make your project a little bit easier and avoid some of the mistakes that I have already made. All right, guys, bye. Have a good day.